I don't know who needs to hear this, but you are not too much. You are so much. You are more than enough. You are the head and not the tail. You are the seed that falls on good ground. You are special. You are talented. You are needed. You are wanted. You are beneficial. Your voice matters. Your presence matters. Keep going. You offer so much to others through your aura, through your presence, through your smile. I don't know who needs to hear this, but they don't see you. They don't hear you, but you are God's child. The Bible says we can do all things through Christ who gives us all strength. I don't know who needs to hear this, but the Bible's filled with people who were called to do too much. If they weren't called to do too much, then we wouldn't have so much. If Moses wasn't called to do too much, then we wouldn't have so much. Who needs to hear this, but they don't hear you and they don't see you, but we don't see God, and he does the most beautiful things, and he does too much, and he does so much of all of us. So if they don't see you, they don't see God, because he made all of us. You're different. Don't regret it. You're different. MLK was different. Rosa Parks was different. If they weren't too much, we wouldn't be so much of where we are today. I don't know who needs to hear this, but the misunderstanding is for a reason, and you might not like it, but it's for a season. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but if God is for you, then who can be against you? And I don't know who needs to hear this, but keep going. We can't see the fruit until after it goes through growing. So keep growing. Do you know how hard it is in the growing process? But guess what? God grew you. God grew you in your mother's womb, a seed that was just planted in your mother's womb, an almighty planter that has plans for you. So keep going, keep growing, because you're here and it's for a reason. And you don't know why you're in this season, but keep going because it's for a reason. Don't give up. I don't know who needs to hear this, but did you know how hard it is? Nobody talks about the growing process. Did you know a seed that's being planted starts with dormancy? Dormancy is where you're sitting there and you're in a physical, suspended and slowed mode. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you're in a cold season. You're in your dormancy season. This is the first process. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you were called to great things, but you feel unseen. You feel unheard. You feel unknown. You feel unloved. Your seed is ready to be planted. It means your soil is moist. You are ready, but it will be cold. It will be cold for a long period. Rejoice in the cold. You are being prepared. Your job is to be planted. Stay planted by his still waters. And to be planted by his still waters means that you need to be watered by his instructions. And his instructions are the word. And the word you are to hear and you are to understand. And then you will receive the promise of a great harvest. And a seed needs light, and you are the light. I want you to know that you are the light. I don't know who needs to hear this, but a seed needs nutrients, and nutrients are wisdom. I don't know who needs to hear this, but God has given you the wisdom. He's given you the knowledge. He's given you the feeling. He's given you the calling. He's given you the leading. He's given you the guiding. He's given you the vision, and you have a calling. Your calling is your nutrients. Give yourself permission to feel your growing. Give yourself permission to utilize your calling, utilize your talents, utilize your gifts, utilize that vision. You are the light. Turn on your light. It costs more money to turn your light on and off, so keep your light on. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you are not an imposter. You are capable and competent. You are competent and confident. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you don't feel like yourself. You feel like you're losing. You feel like you're battling. You feel like you're swollen. But seeds are plants in the cold. And during the cold, you feel like you're swollen to yourself. And when you're swollen, you feel like you're broken. But without a seed swelling, it can't crack. And if a seed don't crack, a seed can't plant. And if a seed don't crack, it can't release its roots. And if a seed don't release its roots, it can't uproot. But guess what? Before it uproots, it downroots, because those roots need to get deep. So they are stable. They are stable when the enemy comes, when the pesticides come. There are pesticides, and there is drought, and there is disease that comes and tries to take everything that is being planted. But when your roots are stable, you can flee from the enemy. We are a seed that is planted, grounded, rooted by his still waters, receiving his instructions, receiving his wisdom, being his light. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but you are in your rooting season because you are going downward and you don't feel no applause and you don't feel seen and you don't feel heard and you don't feel known to the outside world because they don't see you. They don't see what is going down deep down inside you. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you are God's child. The only one who will be proud of you is God. Your job is to believe and have faith and keep being watered and keep being neutralized and keep being the light. Because you're about to uproot and people still may not appreciate you, but you're about to shoot. You're about to uproot. Keep being the light because guess what? Your seed will grow gifts and your seed will grow joys and your seed will grow love and your seed will grow self-control and your seed will grow gentleness and your seed will grow kindness and your seed will grow endurance and all these things that your seed will grow, others will need. Whether they appreciate it or not, it's something they will need even when they can't see. Be happy enough knowing you helped someone who didn't know they needed it. Whether they appreciate your fruit can be helping their children. Your fruit can be helping their family. Your fruit can be helping their mother, helping their father. I don't know who needs to hear this, but your fruit is needed in the world. I don't know who needs to hear this, but their opinions, their judgments, their inabilities don't matter. They are the pesticides. I don't know who needs to hear this, but learn to be in the soil, not of the soil, rooted and grounded. But you need to learn resilience, because resilience is what's going to help you from others' perceptions and opinions of how you should be planted. Don't let somebody else come pick you up out of the soil. Learn to not hear them. Learn to not see them. Learn to embrace all of the hidden. Learn to enjoy the process of being planted. I don't know who needs to hear this, but give yourself permission. Give yourself compassion. Seeds need to be watered. Watered gently. Our God is a loving God, a gentle God. His word is gentle. A seed needs warmth. Be a warm to yourself. A seed needs care. No one else will care for you like you will care for yourself. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you need to learn to recover. Recover quickly from difficulties, from toughness, because there will be droughts, there will be extremes, there will be pests. There will be disease, but a strong root is resilient through defenses. Our defenses, a shield of faith. So take up the shield of faith. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but with proper wisdom and proper nutrition and staying rooted in good soil and being watered by His word and hearing and understanding, you will be resistant to the enemy. He will flee from you. If you run and you flee from the enemy, he will flee from you. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but I don't know who needs to hear this, and someone just needs to hear this because there's someone that's been questioning themselves. But the planter know what he's doing. The planter is our God who planted us in our mother's womb. He knew what he was doing and he made something so beautiful. He planted one seed and it sprouted, but guess what? He's planting more seeds in you. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but keep on going. The planter doesn't use old seeds. The planter doesn't read the wrong instructions. The planter is our God, and our God doesn't question the process. God gives us the gift. And in the Bible, one person was given 5 gifts. And when they used their 5 gifts, they were rewarded with 5 more gifts. Another person was given 2 gifts. And when they were given 2 gifts, they went around and used their 2 gifts. And they were rewarded with 2 more gifts. And one person was given 1 gift. And guess what? They hid their gift. And when they went around, they weren't rewarded with more gifts because they didn't use the gift they were given. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but use your gifts. Use the seeds that God has already planted, that have already uprooted. He wants you to use your gifts. God has planted a gift in you. Use it. Then He will plant many more. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but you think you have a plan for your seed, a goal, a dream. But there is no limit on what God sees and what He will do with your seed. A cucumber is normalized as a certain size, but many gardens have giants. There are many people who eat these cucumbers and don't thank the seed. They don't thank the process. They don't thank the planter. Thank yourself today for your seed. Wake up today and say thank you to your planter. Thank you to your seed. Thank you to the process. Thank you to the fruit. Thank you for all the places that this fruit will go and all the people that this fruit will reach. All of the unseen. I don't know who needs to hear this, but Oprah didn't start with a crown. Jesus didn't start with a crowd. Tyler Perry didn't start with more than 2 fans. It all started with a drop of wisdom given from our planter. Wisdom that shows, that grows. So go and show and grow. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you were meant to show up, show out, show growth. You were made to grow. I really don't know who needs to hear this, but hard times, humility brings perseverance. Humility produces endurance. You may look in a lowly place, but it's for a reason. It might not be what you want, but it's for a season. Seeds only root in the right season. Embrace your season. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you are in a season that others aren't in. It looks different. It looks different than others. Guess what? Your fruit is different. Fruit is different. Fruit is planted in different seasons. And guess what? It's not a competition. Our fruit is all ingredients to make the world different. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but not everyone can come with you. Because guess what? Seeds don't grow. Seeds don't grow when they're overcrowded. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but your fruit. Your fruit is essential. Your fruit is rich. Your fruit is rich in helping people. Your fruit is a preventative. Your fruit is healthy. Your fruit is whole. Your fruit is a source. Your fruit is unique. And your fruit is worth being eaten. Your fruit is rare. Your fruit is worthy of the process. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I hope you understand this. You hear and understand His word, because it is your water. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but stay planted, because you're about to be rooted. And it feels like it's downward, but you're about to be uprooted, where everyone can feel and see and hear your fruit, and be still by His still waters and His moist soil. And continue to be the light that your seed needs, that's right inside you. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but you were made to be an essential ingredient to the world, a main ingredient in someone's life. You are not too much. You are not too much. You are so much. So much of your ingredient needs to be sprinkled around the world. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but you were not given 1 but 2, not 2 but 3, not 3 but 4, but 30 times, 60 times, 100-fold of your fruit. So go and spread it to the world.